How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for a new mod map to Farming Simulator 22 called the Polesine. And we're going to start with the description from the mod hub, and it reads: flat region in north of Italy characterized by small, medium-sized fields. Could be very complicated to drive big tractors between small country roads, rivers, and old buildings. More than 195 fields, 11 vineyard fields already planted, 1 megawatt BGA, 4 farms, 1 for horse training, many different selling points. Crop calendar is changed. This map was created by Mirko Mod and is 673.89 megabytes to download. There are no mods required for this map, and if we take a look at the map, this is what it looks like. It is pretty busy. We start out by owning farmlands number 1 and 18. You cannot purchase all of the map. There are areas that are non-purchasable. And if we go down here, we do start out with a few animal pens, as you can see. Cow barn, a couple of cow barns, as well as a horse barn. Contracts are available. No production chains to start out with, and no collectibles. If we take a look, there are no mods specific to this map under the buy menu, as you can see here, but under the build menu, under sheds, we do have all these here, as well as under the silos, a couple of them right here, and then nothing under silo extensions, containers, tools, or farmhouses. Under productions, there is nothing under that whole subsection there. Animals, we do have cows, but we don't have anything for pigs, horses, pigs, sheep, chickens, bees, or others. There's nothing under decorations and nothing under landscaping. Now, this map is a little bit different in the fact that there are technically no starting farms. The areas that you own are these group of fields here and like the peripherals. Like, you don't actually own a farm. You can see there's several houses, sleep triggers, that are kind of dotted around the map. One right there, got another one here, but you don't actually own the land that they come with. So I'm not going to count you actually having a starting farm, and the equipment that you have is up here at the shop. So, which again you don't own and can't buy. So it's one of those kind of weird scenarios where you don't actually start out with a farm on this map. So because we don't start out with a farm, oh, and that's something else. Hold on, before we go there, field prices do vary, but they are relatively inexpensive because some of them are, but because they're all kind of linked together in this kind of fashion, you're getting an elevated price on a lot of them. So you can see the $180s to $200,000 per grouping, and there are some where they're grouped kind of funny. You know, we got these kind of grouped here. 151, 200. You got a $100,000 one up here in the north. 164, 170, 118. So you're gonna have, because they're small fields, you're gonna have to work towards getting these, because it's expensive for not for the amount of land that you're getting, because you're getting several fields, but because they're all kind of combining several fields together into one land purchase, that's when it gets expensive. So now, because we don't have a starting farm, I'm just going to go ahead right off the bat and show the starting equipment. Under the buy menu, under owned items and small tractors, we have a Fendt favorite 511C. Under medium tractors, we have a Deutz-Fahr 820 or 8280 TTV, as well as a New Holland T7 275 HD. Harvesters, you got the John Deere T560. Forklifts, the Junheinrich EFG S50. Header for John Deere. Cultivators with a Lemken Schmargd 9500K. Power Harrows, we have the K-brand HR 6040 RCS, and header trailers, the Nardi the Nardi N40BX trailer. Now, if we bring up that, we're gonna run over here first. Now, yeah, that's the one thing I will say, and you can see right off the bat, there's going to be a lot of updates on this one. I honestly, right off the bat, do not recommend doing this as a gameplay right now. There's a lot of areas where this is severely broken. But starting here, we have the fruit and vegetables sell point. Over here, we have the Ballerin Bakery and Pastry Shop. For 50,000, you can purchase this. Then heading back over here, just down here in this little area, this is the debris crusher right here. Yeah, see, this is actually way worse than when I first loaded in and did my original tour. All this out here, I hope that's coming through on the recording. Yeah, it definitely is going to come through in the recording. Yeah, I'm going to continue to do the tour, but it's just one of those that, you know, who knows when or if this is going to get fixed. This wasn't here originally when I first came through, so this is actually kind of new. And we're just heading down here. Again, this is where all your starting equipment is right here at the shop. You got all your starting equipment just hanging out here. You've got your shop trigger right here, and your keep turning repair trigger right here. We're gonna go ahead and pick up the Deutz-Fahr right here. Let's drop that off. Okay, we just continue heading out in this direction. I feel like I missed something. No, maybe not. Okay, yeah, no. Oh, there's the turn. See? Oof. Flashing warning light. Flashing warning. Just. Oh. All right. You know what? We're gonna hop out and then see if I can fix this, because this is really bad. This is way worse than what it was before. Okay, so I am back into the game. You can see that it's certainly a lot better than what it was, but you can see that there's still some kind of issue happening. You can see the road there is just kind of flickering, fluttering around. I don't know what the story is with this. I uninstalled and reinstalled the map to see if that helped. It seemed to help at least a little bit. You can see the river is disappearing there, the little creek. So it's just one of those that I really think that this map is going to need some kind of update, some kind of stabilization to make it usable. So just an FYI, before you go out of your way and download it and play it and start getting real far, more than likely there's an update coming right around the corner. I would imagine around the corner, and it's likely going to be a big one. So potential new save game is going to be required, so I wouldn't get too far with this this particular map. But I'll continue on with the map tour just so we can see where everything is, and when the stable version comes out, we'll be able to rock and roll on this map. But right here in front of me is the animal dealer. You can purchase animals that purchase the animals that you have pens already pre-installed on the map from this location, or from the pens and pastures that you already have installed from those locations directly. The problem with purchasing from this location or the pens and pastures directly is that you are charged a delivery fee for the game simulating that they are bringing the animals to your pens and pastures for you. And to give you some frame of reference, it's $150 per cow, an adult cow. So it gets pretty expensive pretty quick if you have a lot of cows that you're trying to buy and it just goes up and down depending on the animals that you're trying to purchase from there. But to save that money, to save that delivery, you can go out and purchase or lease a animal trailer, bring it to this location, load into the trailer, and deliver the animals directly to your pens and pastures yourself, and then you'll save on that delivery fee. And depending on how many you're doing, it might work out to where the delivery fee isn't that big of a deal versus the cost of leasing or buying a trailer. So it's one of those you're going to have to decide at the time of purchase and go from there. Over here, you have the animal dealer sell point. Going back to the tractor. Whoop. Let's do this real quick so this stops turning off on me. Here we're going to turn. Alright, now this is one of the farms. I'm going to call this farm number 1. You do have a sleep trigger. Now what's really weird about this map, let me get out of that flashing. What's really weird about this map is, like I mentioned before, there is no starting farm. Because there's no starting farm, though, what's weird is that you have access to all these sleep triggers and all this stuff. You can see it's available for you to use. You have access to all the animal pens that are already pre-installed on all these farms. So even though you don't own the land and you can't do anything with the land itself until you own it, you have access to it. You can use all the functions that are on each of the farms. So it's really no need to purchase it, really, if you have access to everything. You have a repair trigger right in here, and then your horse barn, or a horse barn, is right here for up to 8 horses. I'm gonna go ahead and turn around. Now we're going to head in this direction, going directly south, back to that main road that we came from. Up here, we're going to make a right. Now make a left. Now we'll head down a little bit further south to our next point of interest. Now you can just see just how much the water is flashing and flickering. It's just, there's so much that's just appears to be buggy. And Yeah, like I mentioned before, this is not a map that I would get too deep into a Let's Play or anything like that. Just any kind of gameplay on this, I wouldn't get too deep into it just yet, because there's more than likely an update coming. Now, pulling in here. Following this around. Alright. Now this is the sugar mill. You can purchase this for $80,000. You have your inputs right here, and your outputs. Well, that just reminded me, I don't think I actually located where the outputs were. Oh, it's right there. Okay, yeah. Lots of detail on the production sites. In and around here especially, you can see just a lot of details, bunch of construction. That's why it's such a whoa, almost right off the road. Why there's such a high megabyte download. Alright, now we're going to head back to the main road. Ooh. Okay. Now we'll continue heading back to where we came. Now here we're going to make a left. Okay, right here, our next points of interest. These are all kind of one unit tied together. They are multiple production chains, but this is the Riccardi production of clothes and fabric. So starting here, you have your tailor portion of the production, so the $100,000, and you purchase this to get your clothes. Outputs here, and I'm sorry, inputs there, outputs here, and then next door is the fabric portion of it. For $60,000 you can purchase this. You have your wardrobe trigger right there next to it, and your inputs are right there. So essentially what you're trying to do is just start with your fabrics and then ship them over to here to where you can just eventually put out clothes. So $160 is $160,000 for the two. Let's see. Yes, I do need to turn here. Now this is going to be farm number 2, as I'm going to call it. We pull in, stop right here, sleep trigger right here. Again, even though you don't own the farm, you do have access to all the stuff that's here. Tons of storage, a good amount of storage actually. Over here we have our cow barn for 20 cows. You have your milk trigger right here, feed trigger over here, slurry output right there. And then over here you have a silo. And that's pretty much it for this location. Oh, and a repair trigger is tucked right in here. Go ahead and turn around. left. Sorry, I just thought I saw something. What was that? Oh, fishing poles. Okay. I wasn't sure. I just saw something just kind of sticking up in the air and just didn't know what they were. Alright, so I believe... Whoops. Yeah, you gotta be careful with the poles. They are, you know, they do have collisions on them. That is the unfortunate part, in my opinion. Having all those poles and having to dodge them. Yes, I believe I need to turn here. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't notice that coming here the first time. Let's see, and then down here. Obviously you need to be very careful and very alert if you are driving these roads because, I mean, no guardrail to save you and it's deep enough to take your tractor with it. So I'm not even bothering looking at my notes to see where I need to go at this point, because if I make a mistake, then it's going to be quite an oopsie to fix. Okay, now head off in this direction. Alright, we're gonna stop right here. Alright, let's take a look at the map and see where we've been and what we've seen. So we started right about here, right in front of the church. Backtrack to see the fruits and vegetables sell point and then the Bellerin Bakery and Pastry Shop. Came back out to the debris crusher. Came all the way down here where we picked up our tractor and we saw the shop trigger as well as the repair trigger. All the way down to here, went up to the animal dealer and animal dealer sell point right here. Back up to here, we went to see the farmhouse and the horse barn. Backtracked all the way to here, then came down this direction, came down to here where we saw the sugar mill. Then backtracked again, all the way up to around here where we started coming south, and we saw the Riccardi production of clothes and fabrics, these two separate production points. They're kind of meant to be tandem. Came up to here to the secondary farm where we saw the farmhouse, sleep trigger, the cow barn, and the silo. Came up to here. Did we come out? No, we came down to here, right next to the lake, then came down to here, all the way out to this location. And this is a lime station right there. And this back here is the shop, quote, the farmer sell point. And just so you don't think I'm being silly, shop, open quote, the farmer, close quote. And now, continue to actually... No, I think I need to turn around. Just gotta get a good spot to turn around. This will work. Alright, now we just need to backtrack a little ways. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of obstructions on these roads, so if you're not used to having to deal with a lot of like narrow roadways and things, you can see this tractor here is pretty wide, you know, for what it is, and I take up a good chunk of the road, you know, so if you are just not that steady with driving and whatnot, you either need to get much better on this map or potentially pick another map. Is it? No, it's not there. Here it is. Now again, I'm gonna focus because I don't want to run off the road and into the river here, because that would be something I would do. Okay. Get back out to the main road right over here. You can see we are now approaching the biogas plant. Oh dear, oh dear. I said all those little poles do have collisions, so be careful. Pull into here. Alright, so first things first, we're gonna stop right here. Several big bunker silos right over here. And a sleep trigger at the BGA. Repair trigger as well. And then over here is the biogas plant. The purchase point is right over here. You can purchase it for just $2 million. Not too bad. Got a couple of solid inputs right here. You've got your liquid inputs on the left side, just back here, right there. And then back to the other side is the liquid outputs, aka your digestate. Right over there. Go hop back in the tractor again, head to our next spot. Okay, now continue ahead in this direction. Alright, right here is the dairy. You can purchase this for $70,000. And your inputs are right here. And your outputs, I believe, are tucked around the back. Are they not? Where's the outputs? Oh, there it is, right here. Head over this way. Now, because of the road network on this, it's so fragmented that it makes the map feel huge. Like, absolutely huge, because of how you're having to kind of tuck in and out and go in different directions, backtrack at times to get to where you want or need to go. It's yeah, pretty intense at times. To my left is the grocery sell point, the supermarket sell point. And that's tucked away just... Nope, not back here. Right back here. Whoa. That's, was not expecting that. And now, head back out this way. Right over here is the grain mill. They call it the Mill Italy. Purchased this for $96,000. Pull in here. Output is right there. Input for the mill is on the left, and the Mill Italy sell point is on the right. And you can see, if you look up top there, the left side takes sorghum, barley, oats, and wheat, typical grain mill stuff. And then this sell point, corn, canola, sunflowers, soybeans. And now we make a right. Again, some more flashing road, it looks like. Alright, to my right is the restaurant sell point. Continuing forward. We're going to leave the tractor right here in the road. Whoa. Because right over here is farm number 3. Oh, you know what? It's something that just occurred to me. I haven't been saying prices or anything for the farms. I should have been doing that. So farm number 1, where we had the horses, that one is farmland number 21 and is $201,888 to purchase. So I'll look at the map real quick. Actually, here, let's take a look at the map and we'll kind of go through and then I'll show. So we were down here. I had to backtrack. This was the lime station as well as the shop, quote, farmer, the farmer. Came back over to here, went all the way up to the lake side here, up and around where we saw the BGA as well as the sleep trigger and repair trigger, up to here to the dairy, up and around, back over to the supermarket, and then the Mill Italy sell point and production point, up to here where we saw the restaurant sell point, and now we are here. Now the first farm was right here, farmland number 21, and that is $201,888. Farm number 2 that we came across was farmland number 54 at $55,416. So not too bad price of that one. And then farm number 3 is farmland number 4 for $299,412. Over here we have a sleep trigger. Quite a bit of storage and a silo. Again, another repair trigger tucked away back here. Oops, right over here. And now, continuing in this direction. So right over here is our next point of interest. This is the biofood production point. This is our cereal factory for the map. $110,000 will purchase this. And your inputs, your outputs right there, your inputs. Where are the inputs? Oh, right back here. There it is. Oh, sorry. I'm not feeling 100%, and I'm trying to keep the sniffles to a minimum. Alright, continuing off in this direction. Let's see. Sorry, I just need to see something if this is... Oh, yes, I do need to head in this direction. Okay. Alright, so this is our next stop. Tucked away back here is the grape processing unit. And purchase this for $80,000. Input is done right here, and output, where did I see that? Right back here. Now head to the north a little ways. Head over here. All right, I'm going to stop right here. To my left is the sawmill. Can purchase this for $100,000. Wood chip output is right here. Your input right here with the wood cell trigger right there. And your output for the production is right here. Back behind it, similar to the clothes and fabric, is linked with the carpentry. $60,000 for this one. And your input is right here with your wood cell trigger right there. And I think similar to last one, I think there may be overlapping outputs. So I think what happens, or what you're supposed to do, is you're supposed to purchase the sawmill and the carpentry as one unit. So that way you can send the items over to the carpentry, and then the carpentry then spawns here with the final output. And jump over. I missed something. What did I miss? Oh, that's I turned the wrong way. That's what I did. Okay. Did not mean to come in this direction. I meant to go north first. Ooh, took that sign out. I need to make sure that I put warning before people view this with all the flashing and stuff. I'm concerned that may hurt some people, so I don't want that to happen. Okay, over here is Ma-Ro Cereals sell point. That's one of the sell points. There's another Ma-Ro sell point, Ma-Ro Cereal sell point, right over here, just tucked in here. There we go. And now we head to the final, no, I'm sorry, second to final point of interest on this map. And where we started to head to first is right here. So first, we got a sleep trigger. This is going to be farm number 4. And then continuing on, this is kind of the big Mamma Jamma farm right here. As you can see, pretty large. So starting here, we got a big silo. A repair trigger tucked right back in here. And here we have a pallet storage right here for up to 250 pallets. Inputs right here. You can trigger it just back here. Whoops. See what looks to be a biogas plant right here too, but I wonder if, you know what, let's try purchasing this just to see if a biogas plant pops up, like the triggers. I'm just not certain. Oh, yep, that's exactly what happened. Alright, so you purchased farmland number 36 for $540,960. You also get access to another biogas plant. And you can see just standard materials input here for solids, liquid inputs here, and liquid outputs digestate right there. You have your liquid manure tank storage right there. Manure heap here. Slurry output for cow barn is right there. You have your cow barn. 250 cows can go here. Feed goes in here. I also think this is the straw blow point right here. And then here is your milk trigger. Now we gotta go jump back in the tractor and see the last point of interest. And now, to my left is the gas station. And that is it. That is the Polesine. Now we are to the point of rendering my opinion. What do I think of this map? Ooh, turn. 0 to 5 scale as always. And because there is such a huge flaw with this map, I've got to give it a 0. Got to give it a 0. The issues with the roads, the flickering, the at the very beginning before I did the hard reset, that wall of whatever that was, the flickering brightness, yeah, just a flat out 0. This needs to be fixed before it is usable. But after it is fixed and is functional, yeah, you can see the road network here is the example of what I'm talking about. After this is fixed, I'd give this a solid 4 to 4.5 easily. This is a gorgeous map. There's so much details going on. There's like completely new custom production points and buildings and all that. Tons and tons of work has been put into this map, and it shows. It is a gorgeous map. Well, you know what? Let's take a look at the map just again real fast because I didn't show where we were. So up here at the third farm is where we last left off, I do believe. We then came out to here where we saw the biofood, which is the cereals. Then came up to, nope, over to here where we saw the grape processing unit. Backtracked out to here, saw the sawmill and the carpentry. Came up to the row cereals, both of these sell points. Then came down to here, the farm number 4, saw everything that was housed here, and saw the biogas plant that I didn't know was there until I purchased it. Then, well, I knew it was there, I just didn't know if I had to purchase it, I should clarify. Then came down to here to the gas station. So like I was saying, I'd give this a 4, 4.5 solid. This is a very nice map, lots going on, lots of details. amazing color palette, lots of undulation. There's a lot of hazards on this map. It's tight in places, open in others. There's just so much going on for it. Tons of custom sell points that's unique to this map and this map alone. Just absolutely would adore this map if it was functioning properly. But because it's not, I gotta give it a 0 because it's a huge, complete game breaker of an issue. Like, it's not small. And so much so that I wouldn't even start playing on it to until the update came out and showed that it was a stable version. So that's how I feel about it. I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.